Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Random Rob, and as you can probably tell, we are in a little bit of a different space. Right now I'm actually vlogging from my car, mainly because of the fact that we are on our way to TwitchCon, and I keep wanting to call it TennoCon, but that's not it. So I'm doing one of the things that I've probably not done in ages, which is go through a car wash. My car is disgusting and filthy at the moment, and I know that these drive-through car washes aren't necessarily the greatest, but they kind of remind me of when I was a kid and we'd go through them and I love them. I know some people are kind of freaked out about them, however me, I enjoyed them a lot. And I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but when you have all of those spinny brushes that come and clean your car and shit, did anybody ever look at them and think, these are for sure Muppets? These are just really, really wet Muppets that they're spinning around and using to wash our cars. So when they start covering the whole thing with foam and you can barely see the outside, it's our favorite part, look, it's the Muppets! It's the attack of the Muppets! Oh my god, I love it. I love it. It just brings me back to my childhood. I don't even know if you can hear me over this kind of stuff, but the joys of the car wash. Alrighty, so the drive is kind of long, and I'm taking a quick lunch break at my favorite sushi spots. And of course, we cannot miss out on a big old jug of Coke Zero, because that is how we roll. Okay, so mini story time and a little bit of life advice. I actually was coming back from the Twitch Center, and as I was driving back, I had the directions going on my phone. However, my phone was fairly on low battery. Now, one of the things that tends to happen with phones, for some strange reason, is literally they'll go from 15% to 10% almost instantly. Then they'll go from 10% to 1% in 0 seconds flat. And that's exactly what happened. I had 15% battery left on my phone, and as I was trying to drive back to my Airbnb, basically what ended up happening is it died. Luckily it died closer towards the end, and I was able to kind of figure my way out back to the Airbnb that I'm currently staying at. But it took me 30 minutes because everything was in the dark and I could not figure out where anything was. And I was like, oh my god, does this street look familiar? Does that street look familiar? And I was like, oh no, where is everything? I was very, very tempted to actually go somewhere and ask for directions. However, when I tried to go to a populated area where there were kind of you know, food places and all that kind of stuff, I got lost again. So it was just an hour. Well, I won't say an hour. It was an extra 30 minutes at the end of a 15-minute drive for me to get back to this place. But I do have to say, this place is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, it's so cute. Let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a tour. Okay, so check this out. This is the view as you enter. You have these little beady things. Oh my god, this place is so flippin' cute. And it's got little nooks and corners and whatnot, and take a look at that little mini chandelier in front of a mini table. But this is my favorite part. Look at this kitchen. This kitchen is just all kinds of sexy. And for those of you guys wondering, yes, hold on, because I know that you guys are curious. Yes, indeedio. We always have to have our guest of honor, Coke Zero, because that's how we live life over here. And then let me go ahead and show you. Take a look at this little nook where we can toss our laptops. Oh, it's so exciting. And the bedroom. I don't think I turned the lights on in the bedroom. How do I do this? Oh, okay. So another interesting fact about Rob, he tends to not know how to turn on lights, and really, really bad habit on his part. I'm literally flipping on every single switch I can find. He tends to get trapped in bathrooms a lot because I tend to turn off the lights before I open the door when I leave a bathroom. So if it's a new bathroom that I've never seen before, what ends up happening, oh, so cute. What ends up happening is that I lock myself in the bathroom. Now look at this. Oh, this is the kind of, I want to have a big, massive bathroom like this. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna sit in the shower. It's gonna be a thing that's gonna happen. However, I want to point out something that's very, very interesting. Right about here, look at this. It's gonna be one of those toilets that like sprays your butt and shit. I'm doing it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, why I'm gonna do it, or whatnot, but it's gonna happen. So let me get out of here real quick. And this is my current outfits. I'm actually changing into a night variation. I was wearing, ooh, can you guys even see me? I was wearing shorts with this a little bit earlier. All kinds of odd colors. I was wearing shorts earlier, and I'm gonna change into like some nice pants and a jacket to toss on top of it. Look a little bit fancy because there's a party that's going on tonight. Unfortunately, I am going alone. However, before I go, as you can see right here, I've got my phone charging and it is on the supercharge option. So I wanna get this little baby all juiced up and ready before we leave. Three.
My mouth isn't big enough. How do you take it all?
Alright, so as you can see, I am officially back from TwitchCon, and as you could probably tell from the earlier footage, Rob doesn't do the greatest job vlogging, especially when he is drunk, and that's mainly because of the fact that I carry around a fairly expensive camera, and I'm very aware of the fact that I could drop it, lose it, or, you know, I don't know, a million different things could happen to it, and I just don't want anything to go down like that, especially due to my own inebriation. So I am a bit sparing when it came to the clips. However, I did have a good time at TwitchCon. I actually found that I was doing a lot of things that didn't necessarily have to do with TwitchCon at TwitchCon. Like there was a Warframe Partners Only brunch, there was a VIP event that they did, I was of course streaming with Intel, so like my schedule was a little bit all over the place, and then of course I had other social things to attend to. So, you know, some friends were coming in out of town, we went to the Winchester Mystery House, so Rob was a little bit all over the place during the event, but it was definitely a good time, as you could probably tell by all the alcohol. However, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys, I don't really want to call it a haul because I don't feel like I spent any money on any of these items. These were just things that I kind of ended up walking away with. That sounds like I stole a bunch of shit, but I didn't. First and foremost, the Twitch partner backpack, look at that, isn't that so cute? And the thing that I love about it is, look, it's like grained. It's not like a solid purple, it's got like some texture to it. I'm definitely into that. This I didn't actually realize, this was from the Tenno VIP, and I thought that this was just gonna be like a generic Twitch shirt, but look at that! It's the Lotus glyph, and we got like that, we actually got that in-game glyph as well from coming to Tenno VIP. So, if you guys ever like are attending events, make sure you check out and see if there's a Tenno VIP going on there for all of my Warframe peeps. But actually, this is something, I don't know if you saw it in the clips, I don't know if I actually showed it off, but we actually had the partners brunch, and it's just hilarious. They just fucking embrace the meme so much. They have, I guess, different courses. So we had appetizers, which was called the opulence of the Orokin. And then to follow that up, as you know, as I guess the brunch was a little bit odd because it was like served in courses, but it was also a buffet. Listen, so there's the opulence of the Orokin, there's the restorative pizza, and there's literally an energy pizza and a health pizza that goes in with there. There's a feast to remember, Nata. We ain't remembering her, she can go somewhere else, I'm not worried about it. But they had Grenier style glazed ribs, and let me tell you right now, Grenier style glazed ribs, I packed some to go. That shit was good. I'm gonna have some in a little bit. They had the Eidolon vegetable harvest. There's a lot. There's the Corpus Campanelli, Firequake chicken, so good. And then, of course, at the very, very end when they did dessert, they had the second Dream. And that was really, really amazing because they had a mason jar ice cream bar. It wasn't really that big a bar. It was like some chocolate sauce, some whipped cream, some apples, and some like glazed, what is it called? Some glazed nuts. I forgot what the nut was, cashews. They were really, really good. So that was really, really cool. But alongside that, we got a Warframe cutting board. I was like, what? That's pretty fucking sick. And then we also got Warframe aprons. So very, very into it. Very, very kitchen-esque. And also Discord was there, so we got ourselves black Discord shirts. So definitely a lot of fun when it came down to that. However, what was not very fun was my drive home. My drive home was incredibly intense. Now, you guys have known probably from a previous video that I do get bloody noses occasionally. However, I think this might have been my first one that I got while driving. Now, real quick, if you guys are squeamish at all, I'm gonna go in a little bit heavier than I did last time to kind of depict what happened in those moments because it was a little bit stressful. It was a long drive home. One of my friends actually had to drive like about 11 to 9 hours to get back. I had a 3-hour drive. However, about an hour into that drive, not an hour, maybe like 20, 30 minutes into that drive, my nose started watering. And I was like, odd. So as always, with these nose bleeding stories that happen, you know, I put my finger to my nose and I realized, oh no, it's coming. And if you're at all squeamish, you should begin to look away from the screen right now. I'm actually wearing the shirt that I was wearing from earlier. So I began to bleed. And the thing is, I don't really have, like, I don't come prepared for things, so I didn't have, like, any tissue paper in the car. I didn't really have, like, I was, like, scrambling, searching for, what is it called, for some sort of, like, maybe fast food wrappers or something like that. But, let me move a couple things out of the way. Unfortunately, I could not find anything to stop up the blood, except for a bunch of receipts. So, as you can see right here, literally, what was happening is I was jamming receipts into my nose. I was bleeding down my arm, down my chin. I was like really paranoid because like if anybody looks into my car right now, they'll see like a mass of blood just spread all over my mouth because the receipts were not soaking anything up. It was literally just smearing everything around. Even in this bag right here, you can see blood. I still have to clean up some stuff from my car because it was really, really bloody. But as you can see, I finally found like one like little shred of like, what do you call this? Paper towel, and I just jammed it up my nose like a fucking tampon. And I was just driving down the road, blood down my arm, blood on my face, a tampon jammed up in there. I was like, this isn't inconspicuous at all. Or this isn't conspicuous at all. Listen, you know, I always mess up words, but I was sitting there and I was like, wow, I've lost a good chunk of blood. Like, literally it came to the point where I was just driving and I couldn't wipe anything up because I only had like one last little bit of tissue paper, so I just had dried blood everywhere. And I really wanted to pick up this one dewy setting mist from Ulta, so here I am like wiping off the dried blood. It was a great way to kind of like mark the end of my TwitchCon. Overall, it was really, really fun. However, it's kind of hit the ground running for me today. I still have some content that I need to work on the primary channel, or not the primary channel, on the gaming channel. And then of course, I've got to get this all edited and uploaded as well. I've got to kind of like unpack, but then at the same time, I'm gonna have to do some car cleaning because Rob's about to make one of the biggest mistakes in his life very, very soon, but I'll share more of that in the vlog to come. So that does about do it for me for now. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. By the way, again today I have the ColourPop foundation sticks on. I'm still playing. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it work because, you know, sometimes life is about trying to make shit work that doesn't necessarily work. Regardless, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.